Hello there. Welcome back to Scripting with Gavin. This video, we're gonna, I'm gonna show you how to make a custom chat, sort of. Well, basically, the very basics of it. And I'm gonna show you like what I did based on that, you know? Anyways, new experience. Uh, yeah, it's a new experience. It's chill. We got a text chat service here. Uh, so basically, the normal Roblox, how it works is you got that chat UI up here. You can like chat in it. It does the bubble stuff too. Well, I don't want that. I want mine to look worse. So we are going to go in chat window configuration. We're going to set it. We're going to set enabled to false and chat input bar configuration also not enabled, so it's false. And if you don't want bubble chat, you can also disable that here. You can basically edit a bunch of stuff about normal chat in here, but that's all I'm gonna do right now. Then we're gonna well, we could do this all in a script, but to make it easier to like edit and stuff, you probably want to like actually make a GUI, a screen GUI. So I'm gonna make a screen GUI. You can just call it chat GUI. Sure, doesn't matter. But in here you need to make a text box for the input. So we got a text box here. It's chill. And let's see. I'm gonna make it like 0.1x. No, 0.2x. And that's the scale size, so it's going to be this wide. So no matter how big the screen is, it will be that percent of the screen. And the Y, just going to make it not 0.1. Let's do 0.5. Yeah, 0.5's fine. And let's see, for the Y, let's put it maybe not that far down. Yeah, 0.3 is good. And we need to do that because we need to make space for the actual chat section. And in here, let's make it look a little pretty. So I'll set transparency to 0.5. I'll make it black because that looks cool. As for the text, you can do text scaled, but it might make it look a little ugly if you do this, but I'm not really a UI designer, so I'm just gonna make it ugly. And yeah, this font's fine. I will though make it the text alignment left. I think, yeah, that looks better. And for the where is it? Placeholder text, you can put like press. Actually, not that, because, well, actually, yeah, I'll make it so when you press uh, slash, you can start typing. So press slash to type, and put the normal text as nothing, so it does that. Cool. That looks cool. And now we need to make a scrolling frame for the, what's it called? Where the messages go. Yeah. So scrolling frame. Let's make it, is it 0.2x and 0.3y. There we go. Perfect. And in there, no position. You can also make that black. Wowee. Look at that. And for this, I'm gonna make it automatic canvas size Y because I think that looks cool. The default should be 0 though, so there we go. Now we can make a little local script, and in this script we're gonna put some, we need some variables like the service, so local text chat service equals game get service, because we're getting a service, and it's just this text chat service, so there we go. And from the text chat service, we want a we want a channel. Well, actually, I should probably explain. Oops, not that. I should probably explain what a channel is. So basically, when you go into the game, the text chat service automatically makes these channels, and this one's called Roblox General. That's the normal, like, channel that everyone types in to type in the Roblox chat, and then this one's called System, which is for system messages. So it'll be like, I don't know, like if you did like /E and some random nonsense, it would say like uh, emote does not exist or something. And yeah, so we need to get the Roblox general channel. So let's get that. Local general equals text chat service. I'm gonna do wait for child because it might not be there yet. We're gonna do text channels, and then wait for child rbx general. So once we have that, we can do some stuff. Oh yeah, also to do the slash start input thing, you need user input service, so I'm not gonna put that there, but local, I do UIS for short. Also for text chat service, I do TCS, but it's fine here, it doesn't matter. Game get service user input service, and this is how we get the input from the user. What a surprise. But anyways, I'm just gonna do that real quick. So user input service dot input began connect function because it's an event, so we're like calling a function when this event fires, and it has a parameter for input, and what we're gonna do is if the input dot key code, which is whatever key you pressed, is equal to enum dot keycode dot slash, then we're gonna well, yeah, I'm gonna do a reverse if statement or whatever it's called. So if not slash, then return n, because this is all we're looking for, so we can make it a little more clean, just a tiny bit. And we can also do, first we need to get the, text box. So local text box equals script dot parent wait for child text box. I always do wait for child instead of find first child if because I don't really know if this loads all at once or some of these might exist later than others, so I just do wait for child. It's just safe. And yeah, we need the text box, so if text box is focused, which means you're like typing in the text box or whatever, then return n. So now that we know they press slash and the text box isn't focused, then we can do text box capture focus, and that makes it so you can, it just makes you, oh my gosh, I keep trying to save, but it's not like an actual thing. Basically, capture focus makes it so it makes you start, it makes you focus on the text box so you can start typing in it. So usually you'd have to do this, like you have to click on it and like all that, but now we can just press slash. It does that the same way, just like normal Roblox chat. And you got that part done. That's good, that's good. That's like half the battle. Now we just need to actually handle the chat stuff. So we need to get the scrolling frame. Script dot, whoa, that's not how you spell parent. Dot, wait for child. We're waiting for the scrolling frame. And let's see. We're going to, well, we don't need this yet, so I guess it'll just be there, but what we're gonna do is the text box, we need to detect when the focus is lost, so either they pressed enter or they just clicked off of the box, and we want to know if they press enter. So we'll do textbox.focus loss. That's an event, so connect function. And cool thing about focus loss here is there's a nice little argument that tells us if the focus was lost because they pressed enter or not. So enter pressed, you can name it whatever, but basically we will do, we'll make a variable for the text, and that's gonna be the text box text. So whatever you typed in the text box, that will be this. We'll do an if statement. If we're gonna do reverse if statements. So if not enter pressed, or the number of text in the text box is less than or equal to 0, then return end. Whoa, not enter press end. Why is it doing that? Okay. So, yeah, this is basically saying, well, the only way we can get here is if enter pressed is, well, okay, if enter press is true and text is greater than 0, because this is returning if there is no enter pressed, or there is text, the text is less than or equal to 0. So yeah, it's cool like that. And we do number text here because the text in the text box is given as an array, I think, a table, not an array, because tables are the only thing that exist in Roblox. But, well, that's their name. But yeah, we got the text, and it's a table of characters, and you can, to get the amount in a ordered table, so with like numbered keys and they're not like separated or anything, you can just do the hash symbol in front of the table and it gives you the number. Anyways, yeah, now that we've done that, we can do, let's see, I guess we'll do the thing Roblox wants to do, which is local success, comma, response equals pcall function. And what pcall does is basically whatever runs in here, if it throws an error, then it gives a response, I think. Well, if it throws an error, then success is false, and if there's like a response, then response is something, and if there is no error, then success is true and we're chilling. But it basically doesn't stop the rest of the code because there was an error, which is nice. It was in here, we're just going to do return, yeah, general send async. Oh yeah, to make it like show all that crap, we need to make a type, or set the type of this variable, because it doesn't know that it's a channel. So we gotta make it a text channel right here. So now it'll know. So we can do general colon send async. There we go. And we just do text. And then we do right after here, you do if not success, then also this is self-explanatory. If success is false, then it's not success. So If not success, then general display system message failed to send message. And you don't have to do this. That's just what Roblox wants you to do here. Well, not even wants, it's just like what they did. I guess it's good practice, but doesn't matter to me. Text box. Oh yeah, at the end, you need to set the text in the text box to nothing because you've sent the message. And this works, but it won't show anything yet because well, it does in the bubble chat. Oops. Okay, I messed this up. I didn't do text. Okay, there we go. Now it's gonna erase. So we do sus shows, and it clears the text box. Now we just need to do the actual displaying on the scrolling frame. So this one's a little more annoying. Oh yeah, you have to well, the way I like to do it is make a template for the messages that are displaying in this frame, but you can do this through a script. I just think a template is easier, and I can do way more stuff that doesn't look ugly in a script. So I'm calling this a template, and I'll just, yeah, well, I'm gonna put it in scrolling frame for now so I can see what I'm doing, but the size should be 1 in scale. We can set it to 0 for Y size, because we're gonna do automatic size Y, because that's super easy, and it usually gets it right. So like, if we had, let's see, what text do we have here? Oh yeah, could we do, oh we do, let's not do text scaled. Let's actually just set it to whatever is in the text box. Text box is, yeah, I don't like 54. Let's do not scaled and 30. 36. Yeah, 36 is fine. And we are not scaling that because it just makes it as big as it can. I'll do 36 here. So now auto sizes. We can put that little chat there. Remember, we gotta put it to the left to make it look cool. And we'll set the background to 1. And now, let's see. Well, we can set the text to nothing because it doesn't matter. I'll put the template in the local script. Doesn't really matter where you put it because it'll be, yeah, it doesn't matter. In the scrolling frame, I forgot we need to put a UI list layout to make the messages order properly. And once we've done that, we can go back into the script and let's see. what we need to do now is get messages that people have sent and put them in our scrolling frame. So to do that, we do text chat service dot message received. It's an event, so connect function. And in this function, we're just gonna be doing, oh yeah, I gotta get the template. Script, wait for child, template. And template dot, yeah, we're gonna do local clone equals template clone. So basically what this does is it makes a copy of the template, and yeah. But I think before this we need to do, I don't know why, but they're checking if it's an outgoing message in this like little tutorial on the roblox documentation. They make, wait, let me see if I'm looking at this right. Okay. Uh, yeah, I don't know why, okay, this doesn't even, this is just a style choice, but basically, here, it's like, it's making a variable for if it's an outgoing message, and then it's changing the transparency of the text label you make depending on that, which is, I don't even know why they're doing that, but we don't need it, so I'm not going to do that. Anyways, I'm going to do, yeah, we need to check for the original label, so, oh yeah, local original equals scrolling frame, find first child, oh, I forgot, we need a, there's an argument, a very important one, in the message received event. It's called text chat message, which is definitely very important because that's how we get whatever they said to like display in our chat. So we definitely need that. And for some reason, using message received, it's important to check if the message already exists in the chat window, because it's called twice if the player sends a message. So you find text chat message dot message ID if original, then original dot text, oh wait, oh, it doesn't know it's a text label. Oh, I forgot. So let's set the type. Text label is a text label. So if it exists, then we're going to set the text of this to the message. Wait. Oh, it's just text. The text of the message. In case it got it wrong the first time. Yeah, I can't put in a one line because actually I can and I will. I'll just put that as one line, and then for the else, we're gonna do everything else. So actually, yeah, no, well, we can't put it in one line, but I'm gonna make it so we aren't indented more than we need to be. So I'm just gonna put a return after here. I don't know why, but I put return, like I spaced the return because it's red. There's no reason to do that, but I do it because I like. Anyways, if the original exists, then we just set it and return. And if it doesn't, then we can make the message. And it's pretty easy. All we need to do really is set the name. So clone.name equals, we're going to set it to the message's message ID. And then for the text, we're going to do we're going to put, we could put just the text and that would be boring. Like, I'm going to show you really quickly. Like, clone.text equals text chat message.text. And then we do clone.visible equals true because right now it's false, so when we clone it, it's also going to be false. And we set the clone parent to scrolling frame, and it should work. I think so. Oh my god. Okay. Now when we type something, sus, see it displays in the chat. It's so cool. And we can like type a big message like yeah, and it does that. That's cool, but we don't know who said it. Who said it? To find that out, we're going to I kind of forgot how I did this. I think we just do let's see. I'm gonna copy that for now. Text chat message dot I think it's in, what is it in? Let me pull up the end result real quick. Let's see how I did this. So, ew, not that script. Okay. When I send a message, player. Okay, to get the player we do, oh, okay. So it's a little more annoying. We need players, so the service local players equals game get service players. And we need that because there's a cool little method we can do here. It's called players get player by user ID. And to get the user ID, we need to do text chat message dot text source dot user ID, and that's just there. So now we have the player, and we just want the player's name. So we'll just do dot name, and then the dot dot to connect strings together. We put a, actually I want to make it look a little cool, so I'm going to put a string before it with a bracket, the dot dot to connect the string, another dot dot for a bracket, a colon, and then another dot dot so we can put the text that they said there. Isn't that cool? That's so cool. Oh my god! Anyways, now it looks like this. That is so cool. GavinBoy3000 said that. That's me. I'm Gavin. Scripting with Gavin. Yeah, and that's pretty chill. And yeah, that's how you do a custom chat. And now I want to quickly show you how I put a little spin on it, you know? So here in this cool game I'm making that you may never see, I made a chat. It's pretty cool. Oh, whoops. So this is the chat right here. It has like the background fades and stuff and all that. But a cool thing I did is you can switch channels. So you press tab, and it goes to all chat. So you can type in all chat and it's like, and that's me. And it shows what chat I'm typing in, and it shows my team color if you're doing like a team-based game. But like, you can also type in team chat, so that's like Coolio. So only your team can see that message. And something else, something I thought was annoying with text boxes is that if you type something longer than the text box can contain, it just stops showing what you're typing even though you're typing something. Well, I fixed that here with a weird but simple fix that Roblox should have like changed it so it could do this already. But you see how it's doing this? And that's so cool. Basically, what I did, simple little change. In the chat, I put the input inside a scrolling frame, and the scrolling frame, yeah, there's nothing special about it. It's just a normal scrolling frame with this 0 canvas size. But since I really I really don't know why it does this, but also text wrapped is false here because text wrap makes it so it goes to the next line, and I don't want that. So you probably want to set that false if you also don't want that. And yeah, I don't know why this works specifically, but it does. So yeah, just put the input or the text box inside of a scrolling frame that that works. And I think that's it for this video. If I miss anything or wanted me to like cover something else about this, then down in the comments. Okay, bye bye.